Find it interesting when it rains while the sun is shining. Got the sun setting over there. Got the rain falling over here. Can always tell when the weekend has come. It rains and rains and rains. Well, I just got the lawnmower put away. It's starting to rain. I tell you what, it never stops around here. I have to be honest, it's getting a little bit old. But, oh well. I'm just looking up at the sky there. Doesn't look too good. Hopefully it doesn't rain too much. I'd like to get out here and do some dirt work tomorrow, since today was spent just mowing grass. Definitely looks better when the yard has a haircut though. That pile there is going away soon, and then it will all just be grass there. I forgot to turn the camera on again. I dug out around this rock outcropping a little bit by hand. I'm sorry I deprived you of the opportunity to see me sweat. But in any case, I want to get the tractor out now, clean up this mess. They're calling for about 2.5 inches of rain tomorrow. I should clean up my mess before that all happens, and maybe even take a little bit more dirt out along the edges here. It's been raining like this all day today, probably well into the evening. At least 2.5 inches. Probably more by the time it's all said and done. I'm gonna take the lawnmower back to the farm, park it in the shop, and see if I can get any of the other stuff done out there that I would like done today. We shall see. Depends how wet it is. Now the neighbor's out cutting his grass on the other side of the road, way down there. I got the lawnmower hauled out here and trailer tucked away behind the weeds where people can't see it from the road. Almost dry enough to actually cut grass today, but there is fairly wet soil and clay around here. Like an idiot, I forgot to throw my muck boots in the truck, so I've got my running shoes. We'll see how much of a mess I end up getting into. I've been watching how water drains off of here. I think I need to just scoop a little bit out there. You can see where a channel has been run in here. So I think I'm going to smooth that out at some point. I'm not going to do that today because I have other things. And surprisingly, the top of the clay is fairly dry, which is nice. But in any case, once we have grass on here, we won't see as much erosion. You can see how the water runs through there. It's going fast enough to wash out the loose clay. But my task for today is to dig a trench. Our electrical for the HVAC unit will come out right beside this little piece of flex tube here and go into the ground. But it's right under the trailer, so I'll have to dig that by hand. And then I'll come up close here to the platform and I'll build a little frame or a post or something to put the electrical disconnect on, and then we'll run it into the HVAC there. I talked to my buddy Mike, my electrician friend, and he said he's happy to help out getting stuff wired up so I don't burn the place down. So I guess before I can call on him to do that, I need to get conduit in the ground. Woohoo! So here's the beginnings. Some of the top 1/8 inch of the soil is dry, so that's dirt. The rest of this is just mud, which makes it a little bit more work to dig out just because it's so heavy and sticky. But the idea is to get down about 6 to 8 inches. I'm assuming that the trailer is relatively level, so as long as I can fit my hand comfortably underneath the edge of the trailer there, I'm using that as my depth measurement. Doesn't need to be very wide, and working pretty much underneath the trailer to do this is a bit of extra work, but whatever, I don't mind. You can also see that there are places underneath here that are lower than the lawn, so they're collecting water. That is not ideal at all. That needs to get dried out before winter sets in, so stuff I dig out of the trench, I'm throwing back behind there. My heart isn't pounding quite as hard anymore now, so I think I'm going to give this another try. The straps on this trailer are about 8 feet apart. I had hoped to get at least one segment of trench dug before I took a break, but it's mid-80s and very, very humid out today. So I'm going to take a hydration break. See if I can't get my heart rate under control. This is echoes of SEAL team workout. You can see that there's some standing water getting left here. So I'll need to fill in a little more. We've got enough elevation to do it. Just fill in this area here a bit more. Take out a little bit more from there. And we'll be good to go. But I gotta go sit down, drink some water. I'll be back. I just got an alert on my phone that we've got severe thunderstorms rolling in from the west. They said it could be raining by now already, but it hasn't started raining on me yet. I'd believe that it'll start shortly though. So I guess I better get out there and see how much more trench I can get dug before it starts actually coming down in buckets. Well, I've been hearing the thunder from the north for a while, and now I've been hearing it from the west. I would say I've probably got 5 or 10 minutes before it's pouring buckets on me. But at the very least, I got part of the trench, not quite half, maybe a third, dug to depth. And then the rest of this I've at least marked out where the trench is going to be. There'll be a 90-degree here, and it'll come up there. I'll build a little post or something to put the disconnect on. So who knows what's going to happen with the weather. It was supposed to be sunny all day today and tomorrow. I really want a meteorologist's job. Well, I packed up the tools and everything just in the nick of time. It started raining on me as I was carrying back the last bit of stuff. Under the carport here, I'm going to work at getting some of the muck off of the shovel and the bottom of my shoes. Having this extra pound or two of mud on the shovel sure makes it hard work. You'd think it wouldn't make all that big of a difference, but shovel doesn't cut as nicely into the soil, and it definitely feels heavier after a few shovelfuls, I'll say that. This stuff wouldn't, I mean, it would be 3 or 4 inches thick, and I'd have to scrape it off because it wouldn't come off while I was shoveling. I don't know if you can see it in the video there, but every couple shovelfuls I'd have to scrape the back of the shovel off. Well, I don't know that I'd call that clean, but it's good enough. I guess I can put it away. See if I can peel some of this stuff off the bottom. Otherwise, you have to wait until it dries to get it out. It's probably a good thing that they forecasted sunny day today. Otherwise, just imagine how much it would have rained. Really though, my guess is that they have abrogated all responsibility for forecasting to an artificial intelligence. So if the AI says, oh, it's going to be sunny, then they go, oh, okay, it's going to be sunny. Mind you, some might say it doesn't matter who or what is making the prediction. The intelligence behind it is artificial anyway. Yeah, computer geeks will get it. All the rocks from the driveway are still sticking to the bottom of my shoe because it's impossible to get all the mud off. But anyway, I think that's it for the day. I'm gonna put this shovel away, gather up my stuff, and head home.